Hello, WVA digital artists. I'm Miss Seward, and I am so excited to have you in our class this year. Digital art is my jam, so I hope you will enjoy it too. I want to show you a little bit specific. Hopefully now you've completed the boot camp, you've watched some of our introduction videos in general, and I want to show you a little bit about our class specifically. So let's get started. You can start on my teacher page, as I showed you in the intro video. So you can scroll down. If you have not watched my welcome video tour, make sure you watch that. That'll show you some general things. There's general information here too, including how to get to my office hours. There's also resources. So I added to the student sites. You can get right to Buzz that way. You can come up to classes, click on digital art and design, and I will have information by month. Also the links here. So it's August. So there is a page for August. And when you click there, as I showed you in the intro video, you will find the slides for that month. You will also find those when you go to our class on Buzz. So hopefully you know how to log into Buzz. If you need any help with that, just let me know. You will find our digital art and design class with this cool picture, Taking the Leap into Digital. So you will see the same exact slides there that are from my teacher page for your class, digital art, Buzz and activities. So you'll be able to click on the week. Remember, you can click on the three dots and go into full screen and be able to see activities for each day. I will include links to what we're doing. So as you'll see, we're not really getting started in Buzz yet at all, but you can go to Buzz to get this. We're going to start getting to know each other just like we would if we were in the same room. It's important for you and I to get to know each other, and also you to get to know your peers and the other students that are in your class, even though we're learning online. So make sure you go through this. Remember, you can always go to the table of contents, or just click through the slides to get to each week. So next week we'll be continuing our Flipgrid, getting to know each other, and a little bit about ourselves and our creativity. So I will put things in here for you as reference, and when you're done with full screen, you can always click on the three dots and exit full screen, or click escape on your keyboard. So as you scroll down, you will see, let me close the teacher resources. These, if it has a little eye icon with a slash, it means that only I can see that. So you can't see that as a student, and you don't need to. So don't worry about that. But you'll want to get started when we do get into Buzz right here where it says start here. That makes sense, doesn't it? Let me move myself out of the way. So some of this information is going to be the same in all of your classes, but it's important to review this and go through it in each class because some of it is different. So if you go scroll through and, okay, I already read the student resources, I understand that, I've already done that, right? Then you can mark it as complete. Next activity is due dates and policies. I will share those through the website and also on the by month slides embedded right in your class landing page here on Buzz. And there's a link here back to my website. There's the teacher resources, so I'm going to go back out and skip over those. So getting started here. Again, some of this may be similar to your other classes, but some of it's different, so make sure that you are going through there, right? So some of it's general, how to study effectively is the same for every class. There's information about activities and labs and avoiding plagiarism, things like that, so make sure you review that. The course syllabus is very specific to our digital or art class and goes through, what is digital art? Digital art is typically referred to art that's made with some sort of device, but there's lots of different things that digital artists do that sometimes mimic traditional artists. We use sketchbooks, we do planning and brainstorming, so we'll learn about that process and how digital art really opens up a whole new world to us artists. There's breakdowns of the kinds of activities that we're going to be doing in each lesson, so you can get a preview there. The next activity is required materials. Digital camera or camera phone, right? That is, you can use your Chromebook, but if you have another device with a camera, it gives you a little more freedom and mobility. Drawing paper, colored pencils, right? A sketchbook is wonderful. Or drawing software. I'll show you, there's lots of places where you can do sketching online as well. And then a computer or phone with a recording feature, which again, your Chromebook will work great for. There's course vocabulary, so anytime during the class, If you come across a word that you are not sure, you can use your features to define it as well. But you can also come back here and, aesthetic, what does that mean? Aesthetic, pleasing in appearance, right? Aesthetics talks about how things look. So it might be pleasing, but it also might be like, it might have an ugly aesthetic or a grungy aesthetic, right? So not always pleasing. So get familiar with that. Companion courses, other courses that you might take. So spend some time in getting started. And then when we're ready, just want to give you a quick preview of the units. They make a lot of sense. Colorado Digital Learning Solutions has really made these make a lot of sense. There's a unit introduction, good place to start. You do have to complete these activities in order, and that I've set it up that way to avoid you just like jumping to the quiz at the end and trying to, finish it all without actually going through the process of learning. There's great activities in here and some projects and things like that, so you'll want to take time to actually dig through there. So you'll need to complete the earlier ones before it'll unlock the later ones for you. So let's go in here, right? When you're in the pages, make sure to pay attention to any kind of interactive pieces there. This play button will actually read it to you. Remember, you have your access. Sometimes I use this just because I've read a lot and my eyes are tired and I would rather listen. So if you want to do it kind of podcast style, you can use those tools as well. There's lots of art and cool graphics and things to look at, lots of information. Make sure you are reading it all, interacting with all of it, right? You'll want to open these up and read about these different careers in the digital arts. Sometimes there will be pictures to scroll through. So please do pay attention to any kind of buttons on here to interact with. Sometimes there's links that might take us out of Buzz. And as we go, I'll be adding things as well, activities and things that we can do along these lines, because like I said, I love the digital art. Okay, so all kinds of cool activities. All of the blank page icons here are lessons. When you get to one that has a little open box, that's the drop box. That's where you turn stuff in. The directions for that will be right before it in that lesson, right? So here's the critical thinking questions. It talks about using word processing software. That could be Google Docs, Microsoft Word, any other kind of word processing software. Do make sure that you're actually downloading and submitting the file, not just giving me a link to a Google Doc, because unless you take the separate time to share it, I won't be able to see it. So I would just like the document itself. And it says that in the instructions. So there's the question. When I'm ready to turn it in, I can go to the Dropbox, complete your assignment, submit the file here. Right? So you'll be able to click here and then actually choose file and upload the file. If you need any help of how do I download my Google Doc, how do I do any of that, that is what you can reach me with email. You can reach me every school day during my office hours. Just go to the links right there on my teacher page and come ask me. And also, if you just want to talk about your activity or your project, or you have an idea but you're not so sure, you want to bounce it off of somebody, that's one of my favorite things about teaching, is bouncing ideas back and forth and collaborating with you. So please come to my office hours or email me for an appointment so that we can work it out together. You'll see flashcards and quiz, and then discussions. We'll have a chance to talk with your classmates about what you just learned. So let me just check my notes, make sure there was nothing I forgot. I don't think so. I'm really looking forward to getting to know you and helping you be a successful virtual learner. So let me know what I can do to make that happen. See you online.